One of my favorite ways to get smooth footage on a drone is through waypoints. This is used by seasoned professionals, amateurs alike. It's just a lot easier to set the flight path where you want the drone to face and get smooth footage back. What are waypoints? They are specific points along a drone's flight path that help to guide its movement. You have probably been in a situation where you're flying your drone and you're going along a certain path, and then all of a sudden you want to turn, or maybe you want to tilt it down. And yes, you can practice doing that smoothly, but sometimes you don't hit the mark. The waypoint flight path is going to eliminate that jerky motion and give you smooth playback. For the sake of this video, I'm using the DJI Mini 4 Pro, but this is a common feature along many DJI drones and other brand of drones. Why are you using those, by the way? There are two ways that you can do waypoints, and my favorite way is with the drone in flight. So the first thing we want to do is take our drone outside and get it in flight. Now, to start adding waypoints, what you want to do is on the controller, tap this icon to open up the waypoints menu. The two ways that you can add a waypoint is to either press the plus icon within this menu to add a waypoint, or the C1 button on the back of the remote will add a waypoint. C2 will delete one if you set one by accident. Let's set our first waypoint as I'm hovering here. Now that I've elevated just slightly, I am going to add my second waypoint. As I go up above the trees, I'm adding my third waypoint. The reason I'm doing that is I want that height to change. I don't want the drone to go straight and run into the trees. Yes, this drone has obstacle avoidance, but I want to avoid that. As I start to turn, I add waypoint number 4. I could probably get away with not adding 5 or 6 to this particular flight path. Now here's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to line the street up center frame. This is where the waypoints is going to help me, because this motion here is kind of jerky. And I'm going to set my 8th waypoint once I'm lined up for the drone to return. My 9th waypoint is I'm tilting the camera down a little bit so the view changes looking down at the trees. Now my final waypoint, I'm not quite sure. I know it's going to return to home, but I kind of want it to be similar to where the starting waypoint. So as I'm moving the drone around, you can see I'm sort of going back and forth looking for that final waypoint. And once I have it, I just add the waypoint. I'm going to come down just a little bit more because that's going to be the last waypoint. And I'm going to return to home, and that's the end of that. Instead of showing you this entire piece, I'll get to the parts where the camera was jerking around, in particular where it turns around and comes home. And then again at the end as it's making its final descent before returning to home. Once you've set your final waypoint, you can either hit next, which will start that flight path and record it, or you can hit the icon on the left-hand side that looks like a note. That will go into your saved waypoints. It's going to, by default, save the waypoint flight as the current date. I want to change that to the location that I'm at. I want to give it a unique name so that I know this is the particular path. We're going to look at the other way that you can create a waypoint flight path, and that is through mapping it out on the controller itself. So what you want to do is tap on the map. So by tapping on the screen, I've created a waypoint, and then I know that I want it to fly over here. I'm going to hit 2. Now, this is where I'm not a fan of this, and if you are for some reason, good for you. But as I tap on each waypoint, I can select the altitude, there's the speed, there's the gimbal tilt, so I can decide if I want it tilted. Well, actually, if you use this, tell me why this is handy. I prefer to have the drone in flight where I can say this is the height that I want it to be at. It's more of a visual thing, being able to see where the drone is and in a safe spot. What I would recommend that you do before you open up that waypoint flight path and hit go is to launch the drone, because it's going to go to the first waypoint. So depending on where your home landing point is, it could, you could have obstacles in the way. I always set my next waypoint if I'm changing the height, if there's a long enough distance, any rotation, whether it's the camera down, the drone turning, that's when I'll set another waypoint. It has some really cool advantages too. If you want to do a time lapse, if you want to do crossfade of day to night or different seasons, by keeping that same path, especially going around trees, you can show it in summer, winter, fall. Obviously it takes time. You have to wait for those seasons to happen, but it's nice to have. It's a really cool effect to do. Sometimes you're out and it's bad weather. Maybe your settings, maybe your ISO is too high or too low. So having that path to go out and do it again and just try out the different settings and different times of day is a lot of fun. And you're getting smooth footage, so you can't beat that. Is there another way of using waypoints that I didn't talk about? How do you use them? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching.